Hello and welcome to Hillcrest Tech Tutorials. Today I'm going to be talking about Bandicam, which is a screencast device. So this means that you can record the things that are happening on your computer screen while you're doing them. Very helpful when you're doing tutorials for classes or if you're trying to do any other type of tutorials. For example, we're using this for our tech tutorials. This Bandicam is a downloadable system. So you would download this from the website, and once you have it on your computer, this is what you see on your screen. So there are multiple options such as game recording, screen recording, etc. But the basic one that you're probably going to want to use is this screen recording mode. But before you can get started with that, there's a series of steps that you need to do in order to ensure that this is set up properly for your use. Otherwise, it's going to be very frustrating as you try and troubleshoot it to get it to do what you want. The first thing that you need is a reliable microphone. So you need to make sure that you have something that you can plug in either through USB or through the back on your microphone jack on your tower. And with that, if you need to borrow anything, the Hillcrest IMC does have some available headphones that you can use to record. It's actually what I'm using right now. And you want to make sure that that device installs before you try and do anything else in the process. Otherwise, you won't be able to record any audio, which will work fine if you're trying not to do anything with an audio track with it, but most things you typically want to be able to speak over. So after you've made sure that that device has installed its drivers and is up and working, here are the settings that you want to follow. On our Hillcrest network, you want to make sure that the output folder is somewhere that you can access. So for me, I have it set to downloads. I am not currently able to find my H drive on it, and you can't really save anywhere else. So I am, at this point in time, saving to my downloads folder, which after it saves there, then I'm dragging it over to my H drive so that I have access to it on multiple computers. I don't really mess with much else in this screen. So then I go to the video tab, which if you want to see the mouse cursor is just the cursor that you have. The mouse click effects is actually this yellow highlighting that you're seeing over there. And you can find all of that in settings, where on the effects, this is if I click with my right, there's a color here, click with my left, there's a color here, and the highlighter that you're seeing over all of this video. There's some options for how you want to record it. Webcam logo, you can add your own watermarks if you're interested in doing that. And you want to make sure that you are recording sound. And this is very important right here for primary sound device. You want to look and see what device you have as your microphone and make sure that you have it on the microphone. So I am using a headset with a microphone, so I am choosing microphone Logitech USB headset, because otherwise it will not record that sound and it will be very frustrating. So then you have this video output. If you click on settings, you can record as an AVI or an MP4. I don't really mess with it much beyond that. I trust the software to do all of that decision making for me, but I do want it as MP4 because that can be edited with iMovie on the iPads if desired. The rest of this stuff is pretty simple, so you can, if you're doing screenshots, save it as a JPEG, and it has some about information. But that's the general how-to of using this screencasting device. After that, you can go ahead and click on this screen recording mode, which you can't see what I'm seeing right now. But essentially what it does is it allows you to drag a size of a window so that you can record, for example, just this Bandicam platform instead of my entire desktop. Or you can have it full screen, you can have a variety of things. And then you've got some different things so that you can edit in drawing mode, add some effects here. So I've got some markers, some highlighters, an eraser, etc. And otherwise you've got a pause and a stop button and your image capture. So those are the basic features of Bandicam, which is pretty helpful if you're doing any kind of screencasting. It's nice that it has those features for drawing if you need those. If you have any questions about this, or if you need some advice with screencasting, please feel free to contact the media specialist or the tech team.